Hi, I'm Liv. I'm here to tell you about this week's Friday Fabric Features collection. These are the fabrics that go live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time on our website at thriftynotion.com. I am here to tell you about the collection fabrics so that you can know what they are, think about them, decide if they're going to work for some upcoming projects that you might have, and just make a considered purchase. All right, let's get started. This collection is called the Let Them Eat Cake collection, and it's just pretty and fun and floral and very summery. So the first one is, it's just unusual, and that's why we put it in the collection. It is an as-is fabric. It is vintage, and this one's called Summer at Versailles. It is discolored on the fold. It is this vintage quilted, it's for nurseries, it's a nursery fabric. It is what has the waterproof backing, like the plastic backing on it, and then it's kind of a poly cotton, but you can see on the fold where that bolt was on shelving, it just got kind of dirty. The quilting, the stitches of the quilting do go through the plastic batting, so it is not, or the plastic backing, so it is not totally waterproof, more water resistant. So it would work really well for things like changing pad covers, or like high chairs, if you wanted to do a high chair cover. Stuff for babies. It's going to get messy. It is washable, but it's just useful, and we really love the sweet little rosebud print on it. Next up is just a lightweight woven with a little hint of metallic woven through, kind of a gold, maybe rose gold. Is this coppery? I don't know. It's shiny and pretty. Very lightweight and breezy and sheer and perfect for summery things like tank tops and sort of boxy woven t-shirts. If you are a beginner, something like a shirt number 1 is a great place to start. It's a wonderful beginner pattern, and this would work really well for that. I highly recommend it. Pre-wash, just telling the newbies, pre-wash your fabric before you make something and dry it. If it's something you're going to wash and dry after you make it. That way it's done shrinking and you don't go to the trouble of making a thing and then the first time you wash it, it shrinks and it doesn't fit you anymore. Okay, lecture over. Really pretty one. And I'd just like to apologize for our little tags. I don't know. The background is a little messy and busy this week. We got crowded in the studio, and this was the best I could do on short notice. All right, this is called Affair of the Diamond Necklace. It's a synthetic kind of faux silk. There is a little bit of discoloration on the wrong side of the fabric, but the right side of the fabric is fine. So that's just a thing we wanted to warn you about. Sort of a satiny finish on it, but it is slubby. So kind of that faux silk texture, really pretty, lovely drape, wonderful for princessy things, like a very fancy blouse or a poofy top dress. Lovely if you've got a little one who needs something swirly and twirly and fun. Or if you need something swirly and twirly and fun. All right. This is a vintage cotton we got this one from Seal Peterson. Her collection is in the top, like at the top of our home page. So this is a vintage fabric from the 1950s. Excellent quality. It was stored extremely well, and this is just a nice, like plain weave, almost cotton canvas. It's a little sheer up to the light, but just a lovely yarn dyed pink fabric. It has a little bit of variation and slubbiness in the weave. Really pretty fabric. Excellent for things like shorts. You could use it for home deck. You could also do something like a skirt out of it, or even like a little lined jacket would be absolutely adorable. You could probably also get a pair of overalls or something for a little one out of this. It's a little bit coarse, like a little bit rough, but I think that's just that it's got some starchiness to it, and I think if you wash it, it'll soften up really nicely. Okay, next up is this gorgeous toile. Toile is a print, it's a European print of pastoral scenes. Usually there's people and animals and in the woods or something. This particular scene is toddlers playing in the woods, and there's, I think, some birds, and I see a dog and maybe like an upset pig in a wagon. The pig does not want to be in the wagon. It's kind of cute and funny. Anyway, that's the scene. This is just a lightweight cotton canvas, so you can use it for home deck, but you could also use it for clothing. So if you wanted a pair of tall pants, would be super cute, or shorts or a skirt or overalls. It's just a kind of it's just a lighter weight canvas, so you can do all kinds of fun clothing out of this little guy, or a jacket too. That would be very cute. All right. This is another of the Seal Peterson fabrics. We're going to keep sprinkling them through our collections as we go. We got the main fabrics out in the first collection release, but these other ones will be popping up and then staying in the Seal Peterson collection banner even after they leave our Friday features. So this is just a really pretty cotton plaid. Nice and soft, dreamy, really. I almost wonder if it was hand woven. It's so pretty. It has a nice drape to it. It's sort of loosely woven, so it's got a more fluid drape than you would expect from a cotton. I wouldn't call it a canvas, but it is substantial. Like the yarn is fairly thick that they wove it out of. Probably, you could do a very cute pleated skirt out of this. Probably better for things like skirts. Possibly some more like wide leg trousers or something like that would be fun. More loose fitting garments, just because this nice comfy drape. It would be wonderful for any kind of loungy garment that you want to make. It's very soft and comfortable. Just want to pet it. It has a sibling over here that'll be coming up in a collection in a couple weeks. Okay, we have a solid jacquard called Madame Royale. It is a solid pink, but there is a floral pattern woven into the fabric, so it's just a very subtle texture. This is a poly cotton blend, so things like dresses, home deck. It's fairly thin, sort of a lightweight fabric, so probably a skirt or a dress out of this would be best. Or something like curtains, if you needed just a small curtain for something. Next up, we have two rather dramatic floral jacquards. These are printed jacquards, so there is a woven, you can kind of see this white floral pattern woven into it, and then printed over the top of that is this other floral. So these are kind of sisters, not twins. We got a blue and a pink version, same thing. It's a rayon poly blend. Lovely drape on this, all kinds of fanciness. You could do royal costuming out of this, or things like corsetry would be really cool. This would be very pretty for that. Also just home deck, other fancy things. It's a nice sturdy fabric, but it does have that nice fluid drape, so it's really versatile for home deck or clothing and costuming. This one is also a jacquard, but it is different. It's, as you can see, quite a bit more shiny because it is a synthetic. It's a faux silk satin. So it has that woven in, this one's actually a woven in paisley design with a floral printed on top. You can see that in the light, how the woven pattern shows up as the light shifts. Super fluid drape, great for lingerie. Again, if you wanted to do corsetry, this would be very pretty for that. And all of the other formal fancy things you do with a silky fabric. So this pretty thing is our final fabric of the week. Happy sewing!